Start with Sagittarius A star, the black hole at the center of our galaxy. Then expand to the famous giants. One by one, they fill the screen. And then Ton 618 arrives. The comparison does not tighten the mystery, it breaks it. This object is estimated at more than 40 billion times the mass of our Sun. The chart keeps stretching. The labels keep changing. The biggest black holes most people have ever heard of begin to look small. For a moment, the explanation seems simple.
Accretion flow is
Black
observed
holes
entering
grow.
the event horizon.
Give them
The
enough
central mass
time,
increases
and they
steadily
become
without any
enormous.
signature of instability.
But the image
accretion flow is
refuses to
steadily feeding the
cooperate.
central object.
The larger the
event
comparison
horizon
becomes,
expands,
the
yet
less
target
useful
remains
size
unreachable.
feels as an answer. Mass counters race upward and disappear off scale. Then a different question starts appearing. Not because the object becomes larger, because the explanation stays the same.
A massive black hole
Every
grows
new
within a
estimate
bright
increases
quasar
the
system.
size.
A larger gravitational
explanation
presence
does
remains
not.
fixed at the edge of space.
For the first time, the growth itself starts looking suspicious. A growth curve climbs across the screen. Steady. Predictable. For a while, it looks like the problem is solving itself. The black hole keeps feeding. The mass keeps rising. Then, something unexpected happens. The target stays ahead. The curve keeps rising. The target stays ahead. More time.
Two massive
Still behind.
systems drift through the infinite
More
dark.
growth.
At a realistic
Still
scale,
behind.
stars pie without
The
a
model
single
is doing
collision.
exactly what it is supposed to do. And it is still losing. Nothing is broken. Nothing is failing. And the gap remains. The black hole is not outrunning the model.
Dozens of independent galactic
clock
systems
is-
occupy the void. Gravity
The
draws
clock
them
hit
together
zero
in violent
first.
merger events. The
That
branching
changes the entire problem. Growth has limits. A process can be physically possible and still fail
This
historically.
massive system appeared stable.
Prediction starts feeling
Pulling
less
back
reliable.
reveals a hidden past.
Because the object
The number of
exists,
required
while the
ancestors
timeline that should create it is beginning to
Tracing
run out.
backward reveals the network's
Suddenly,
continuous growth.
Ton 618
ancestry
is no longer
expands
stretching
faster than we
size
can frame it.
comparisons. It is stretching time itself, and the simplest explanation is starting to fall behind. Two galaxies drift together. Their stars pass by almost untouched, but at the center, something else begins to happen. Two giant black holes merge. Then larger ones do the
This
same.
clean merger chain leads
Again.
to a giant black hole. Widening the view reveals earlier branches.
And again.
The ancestral
For the first time, Ton 618 stops looking impossible.
Targeting
The
field
growth
412.
curve that failed
First
before
quasar
is
confirmed.
no longer
Redshift
working
7.
alone.
Secondary target shows equal mass.
Billions
This
of years
pattern
of
cannot be
galaxy
right.
collisions begin stacking one result on top of another. A branching tree of mergers spreads across the screen, then slowly
gravity
converges
shapes the
into a
cosmos
single
through distinct
object.
pathways. Yet all roads lead
suddenly,
to the same dark destination.
The picture looks
Three
reasonable.
ancient quasars, each
If
tracing
feeding
a
alone
unique
is
path of
insufficient,
cosmic growth.
mergers can
One
compensate.
feeds on pure
At
accretion,
least at
another is
first,
born of
they
violent
seem to.
galactic The system displays a remarkably steady
Confidence
rate of gas
returns.
inflow. While
The
technically
impossible
efficient,
object
this
becomes
pathway
a
appears
difficult
unusually
object. Then a difficult object becomes an understandable one. For a moment, the story finally feels complete, which creates a new problem. If this explanation really works as cleanly as it appears, the mystery should already be over. Yet the story keeps going, and now that confidence has something to lose,
Three autonomous
then
craft
the
converge
timeline
on
starts
Ton
moving
618.
backward.
Each utilizes
Every
an
solution
independent
creates a
method of
new
observation.
ancestor.
They reveal conflicting
Every ancestor demands an even earlier one.
Perfect conditions align
The family
at every
tree
stage.
expands faster
This
than the
exceptional
explanation.
sequence created a supermassive.
For a moment, nothing looks wrong. Each step works, Each merger produces something larger. The mathematics survives intact. Then the pressure shifts. If mergers explain Ton 618, those earlier giant black holes should be easy to justify. Instead, some enormous quasars appear when the universe was only a small fraction of its current age. This is the moment confidence starts fading.
This
The merger pathway
reconstruction
remains
pathway
plausible,
appears exceptionally efficient,
but it depends
tracing
on
the
giant
sequence
ancestors
backward
that are
reveals a
themselves
series of
difficult
giant
to explain.
ancestors. Each black
The solution did not remove the growth problem. It moved it. What looked like an answer for Ton 618 has become a demand for even earlier giants, and the timeline that once seemed generous is starting to feel crowded
Tone
again.
618 stands absolute.
Several growth
While
histories
our
appear
theories of its
side by
past
side.
diverge and fracture, the
One relies
observation
on
remains
feeding.
fixed.
Another
Tone
leans on
618
mergers.
holds 66
Others combine
billion
both.
solar masses.
Each pathway climbs
Autonomous
toward the same
observatories map its
destination.
ancient growth history.
At the center, Ton 618 never moves. The object survives every explanation offered.
Tone 618 is a
Look
absolute
closely and the
behemoth,
pattern
a
becomes
complete
difficult to
enigma.
ignore.
As we adjust the optics, its
No
true
pathway
scale remains
completely
entirely
fails.
elusive.
The physics still works. Tens of billions of solar masses can be accumulated across cosmic history. The mechanisms remain possible. But every route extracts a cost. One demands unusually efficient growth. Another demands unusually massive ancestors. Another depends on an unusually favorable sequence of events. Confidence never fully returns. It simply shifts from certainty to probability. That is the real change. This is no longer a story about whether a black hole can become as large as Ton 618. It is a story about how confidently we can reconstruct a history we never directly witnessed. Several explanations converge. Each reveals a limitation. The object remains unchanged. Ton 618 never stopped fitting inside physics. What changed was our confidence in the story
618 is
that
a
produced it.
dynamic cosmic monster. Its sheer mass
The
easily
problem was
outshines
never
its
how
entire-
large it became.
Ton 68 remains
The problem
perfectly
is how
motionless.
little time it had to get there.
Every observing system remains fully operational.